Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to Mommy Trader, welcome. On this channel, I am just documenting me and my family's journey to financial independence and generational wealth, while hopefully inspiring some of you to get started on your own personal wealth building journey. I promise that it's real numbers around here, very simple and easy to understand, because that is one of my main goals, so that a lot of us can get to the promised land together. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. So on today's video, I wanted to talk about 3 beginner-friendly index funds and 3 beginner-friendly stocks. Now, of course, you don't want to blindly follow anybody on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, social media, anywhere. You always want to do your own research and your own due diligence, because that is key, because this is your money, your hard-earned money that you are putting out there. And so you just want to make sure you have a basic foundational understanding of what investing is. Now, I have many videos on this channel talking about investing, and if you are a beginner, where to start and what to do. So you can go ahead and take a look at some of those if you like. And I will put an Investing 101 Eye in the Sky to a video that I did, so that you guys can go back and take a look at that if you like. So the first 3 index funds we're going to look at, and then the last part of this video we're going to look at 3 beginner-friendly stocks. And you're going to see me switch between Robinhood and Yahoo Finance, because we're going to do a little bit of analysis while we are looking at these different funds and stocks, okay? And I'm going to show you where to find information and how to get, some understanding of what you are investing in. So as you can see, I am in my Robinhood account, and I am going to type in the first index fund, which is VTI. Now, anybody in the entire financial community, wealth building, investing will tell you that the stocks and the index funds that I'm going to show you today are really good. They have great reputations, great returns. They are very beginner friendly, and just overall really helpful in building your investing portfolio. Okay, so the first index fund is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. The ticker symbol is over here, is VTI. Ticker symbol just basically means it's a quick way, it's an acronym to identify a company, a fund in the stock market. So you don't have to type out the whole Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. You can just type in VTI, which you'll see me do right here, and look, it just comes up. But if you don't know the ticker symbol, that's okay. Just type out the whole company and it will pull it up. And that's in Robinhood, Fidelity, Vanguard, Webull, M1 Finance, wherever you are, it'll pull it up. So this is, again, you don't have to worry about it if you don't know the ticker, just type in the company. But the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF fund is really great, because it tracks the entire market, and you have access to a lot of different companies, which is super awesome. And the great thing is about Robinhood is that it's very simple and beginner friendly. Look at the interface. It just has the information that you need on here, and that's all. And same with M1 Finance and Webull. Those are very beginner friendly platforms. If you do want to sign up, I'll have my links in the description box. You'll get some free stock. I get some free stock. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's just helping out the channel. Okay, so you see the graph right here. So whenever you look at graphs, it just shows you how the stock is just trending, how it's moving. And the great thing about it is that you can see here, you can look out one day, you can look at the past week, and this is all in the past. Remember that, guys. You can look at 1 month in the past, 3 months in the past, the last year, and the last 5 years, because it allows you to see how the index fund or the stock is trending. And as you can see, this particular one is trending up. We don't mind having ebbs and flows in the market, in the funds and the stocks, but traditionally, normally, you want to see it moving up, because that means the stock is just growing over time. And again, you see how this stock isn't just shooting up, it's just gradually going. This is really safe for a lot of beginner investors out there. And the great thing is that if you don't have, let's see where this is at, let's pull up today. It's at $206.08. So if you don't have that much to put in, the great thing about Robinhood is that you can buy either in shares or dollars. So let's say you have a share and you want to buy half a share. You can just put 0.5 and it'll come up, estimated cost $103.04, and it'll give you half a share. If you can only afford a quarter of a share, that is fine. Again, guys, the point is just to invest. I have videos on this channel where I invested with $27, with $100. Whatever amount you have available to you, it is okay. Just put it to work in the market for you. You can also invest in dollars. So let's say you want to put $50 in this index fund, $50, and it'll show you how many shares you will be able to buy, so 0.24 shares. Review your order, click it, and you're good to go. Okay, let's switch over to Yahoo Finance so we can look at some of this in detail. So we see right here, so the great thing about Yahoo Finance is that it's a free resource minus all of the ads, but it is free. And the great thing about it is that you can see more details. You can see that there's a lot of volume. Volume just means the amount of people that are invested in trading and holding the stock, which is good because it won't move, it won't go up for you or even go down if there aren't any people. Remember, in the stock market, for every buyer there has to be a seller, and for every seller there needs to be a buyer. So there's an exchange going on at all times. And so let's look at some of the holdings in this particular fund. All right, so we have, and I love how, and again, this is Yahoo Finance. It really breaks it down. I hope you guys can see that. It shows you the portfolio composition, how much of it is in stocks, how much of it is in bonds, and then look at the sectors, because this is really important. And this is why a lot of people love VTI, is that it is very balanced. It's pretty good. You see you have 24% in tech. Let's point out some of the other ones because you guys can see this. About 14.57% in healthcare, which is really hot right now. We see 12.40% in consumer silicon. Oh my goodness. You guys know what I'm trying to say. 12.89% in financial services. So I really do like this, and we have this in some of our other holdings in another account, but again, this is really nice to see as well. And I love that you can see the top 10 holdings: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and so on and so forth. So let's go back and let's type in the second one, which is QQQ. This is another popular one and it's a really good one and safe one for beginner investors. Now, do not get panicky when you see the stock falling like this. The market ebbs and flows. Again, ideally you should buy when you see the fund or the stock down, because that means you can get it at a discount. Now, I'm not saying go out there and buy some arbitrarily stock or fund with no research. I'm saying these are tried and true index funds, and the Power Shares is another good one, and it has a really easy ticker symbol. Look, QQQ, and it's the same with this one. This is $331. This is kind of pricey, especially if you are a beginner. And let's say you only have $150. You can go ahead and put, you know what, I want to put $75 worth in this stock, and you can do that. It'll tell you how much you have, review your order, and buy it. But as you can see, I only have 86 cents in buying power available. But again, I hope you guys can really understand what I'm trying to say here. If you want to buy it in shares, let's say you want to buy 1.5 shares. Then you see your estimated cost, and it just goes from there. And the great thing is we can look at this to see how it's been trending. I like to look out generally 1 to 3 months. Especially in this market, in this environment, the stock market is just really hot right now with the GameStop and all the different things, and just a lot of people starting to invest, which is a great thing. And so as you can see, sometimes you'll see certain index funds or stocks kind of go sideways, which is okay. Again, if you are a beginner investor, you should be thinking about this for the long term, not trying to day trade it, which is just getting in and out of a stock in one day, or even swing trading where you like buy it on a Monday and you sell it the following Monday. But rather, a lot of beginners should really focus on long-term investing. So again, this is QQQ. Let's pull this up in Yahoo Finance. QQQ, see, just type it up. Let's pull it up, and as you can see, it's right here as well. Same data we were just looking at. Let's look at some of the holdings, and the great thing is that you can go back and look at some of the other details if you like, but to not have this video like super long. All right, guys, so look at this. You see the overall portfolio composition as well, but again, look at the sector weights, because there are several sectors in the market, and you want to make sure that your portfolio is balanced, meaning you don't have all of your money in technology or all of your money in real estate, but rather have your money spread out. So if one sector kind of goes to the crapper, then your other sectors are keeping your portfolio balanced and lifted up. That is a great method for not just beginner investors out there, but just overall investors as well. And so as you can see, this particular fund has 19.13% in consumers. And again, I'm not going to go over all this because you guys can see this. But again, you guys can see all the information, the easy information that is just here for you guys to look at. Let's look at some of the top 10 holdings. Again, I'm not surprised. Apple is just really popular right now. And this is one of the individual stocks I was going to mention. You know what? I think I'm going to split this video into two. So this particular video will be just 3 index funds, and then I'll post another video about 3 beginner friendly individual stocks. Okay, we're going to do it that way. So as you can see, we have the top 10 holdings in this particular fund, and these are all really good companies. Yes, it's a little tech communication heavy, but I mean, who do you know that don't have an Apple phone? Who do you know that's not using Microsoft? Who do you know that's not ordering off of Amazon? You know, so again, we're trying to think about the future. What can you see 5 years down the line? That's what you should be asking yourself if you're a beginner investor. What companies will be around in 5 years, in 10 years? And those are the companies that you want to try to get into for the long term. Now let's look at the last index fund, and this is VT. Now I like VT for a few reasons. Number one, it's under $100. Number two is that it tracks global stocks. So this is another keeping your portfolio diversified or balanced, is because you can have access to world markets. Again, it just doesn't reside with the US. There are world markets out there. You have really popular markets in Asia, or specifically in China, in Japan, Sydney, London, you know, different places like that. The markets that are really hot, they have great companies that are coming out, and so you want to be able to have access to some of those as well. And so the Vanguard Total World Stock ETF is a really, really great beginner friendly index fund. As you can see, the ticker symbol right here, VT. And let's look at the chart. So, you know, I like looking at 1 month to 3 months in the past. So we can see that there was a little dip right here, but you know, it can recover and it's still going up. And I really, really like that it is trending up. That is what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the charts. I'm not looking at it to kind of go from $90 to $200. That's really volatile, and most stocks and funds that do that kind of come back down to the crapper. But you want funds and stocks that kind of gradually over time move up, you know, short and sweet, short and steady, just kind of continually, as you can see, just taking its time, but trending upward. As we look out to the 3 months, again, look at this, really, really beautiful. There was a little dip here, but that is okay. It recovered, and it's at $98.09. And if we just look back out at the year, now this dip right here, you'll probably see this in most index funds and in most stocks, because that was March 23rd. That was like when everything kind of tanked, because let's just say the C word was known at that point, and the stock market kind of went down. Everybody was panicking. The pandemic officially had started. And so again, that's, you know, you can see right here, it was at $54.48. Will we see those prices again? I'm not totally sure. Again, you can't time the market, and as a beginner investor, that's something that I try to stress, is don't try to time the market, okay? Because no one can. Otherwise, there will be so many billionaires and trillionaires. But rather, you can dollar cost average, or you can just say, you know what, I'm going to put in $50 twice a month to this index fund and just keep it moving. And that may be best for you guys. Okay, so let's go over to Yahoo Finance and let's type it in, VT, Vanguard Total World Stock Index Fund. And as you can see, again, right here, Yahoo Finance is really super easy to use. We're going to go over to holdings. Let's wait for the internet to kind of load up. All right. We can see again the portfolio composition is just mostly stocks, which is fine. Again, but look how beautifully this looks. Look how the sectors are weighed. You have a little bit of everything, which is really nice. You can go around and say, you know what, I own some of Tesla, I own some of Walmart, I own some of Apple, I own some of this, I own some of that. And it does make you feel proud and like you really are doing something positive with the finance, with your finances. And look at the top 10 holdings again. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Google. Google is Alphabet on the stock market. Or you can see it right here, Google. Alibaba, Johnson & Johnson. So yeah, this is pretty cool to see. I love to see this. Let's click on profile real quick so you can see some more of the information. The category, it's a world stock, the fund family. Quick tip, guys. If you buy your index funds through the fund family, so Vanguard funds through Vanguard, Fidelity funds through Fidelity, it is free. So I would consider buying it through them. It's easy to sign up. You don't have to worry about some of the other fees. If you buy it through them, they waive the fee because it is their fund. That's the video, guys. If you have any questions, leave them below. Like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you later. You guys have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.